in the morning, as in early hours. Just want to share a couple of updates because now we've entered July the 1st. Well, we've entered July and it's July the 1st. The Benidorm series is almost complete in the sense of on YouTube, because I've still got another couple of days worth of videos to put on, but it's generating the views and also the subscribers. But now we've entered into a new month. I've been looking at the rail times and rail journey situation for going to Chester, to go to Chester Zoo, because as I've said in other videos, I do want to get over there to go and do this Heart of Africa, which is the African savannah in the zoo. Okay, it's 22 acres and there's new species of animals in there. In fact, a lot of the animals are living together in that area, but it's a massive part of the zoo. And when I went in September, it was kind of rushed because the zoo shut at 4:30. But at the moment, because it's summer, it shuts at 6 o'clock. So it gives me extra time. So I've been looking at the rail journey, the rail times and the fares and everything, and it's only gone up 90 pence return. So when I went in September, it was 20 quid exactly return to go from here to Crewe, and then from Crewe to Chester, and then Chester back to Crewe, and then Crewe back home, right? So the actual return fare now is £20 and 90 pence, which is still very good, okay? So it just works out at just over a tenner each way, okay? Which is less than a tank of fuel, a lot less than a tank of petrol. And it will take less time to get there on the train than going in a car, because you've got the traffic situation, you've got your fuel, you've got roadworks, other diversions. So a journey in a car is going to take longer than on a train. And it's nice to sit on a train and have somebody else do the driving, and you get to see scenery that you wouldn't see from the road. So it's nice. So I've looked at the different train times. So the average time that I can go would be 10 past the hour in the morning, which gets me to Crewe for 9 or 10 or 11 o'clock and so on. And then there's a bus that you have to go on. It's called a Stagecoach bus, okay? So yeah, that's the app you use. You have to download Stagecoach on your phone on Apple Store or Google Play. And then you can purchase your tickets on there, and I did it last year, and then you just activate the ticket prior to boarding the bus. And then you just say, right, I want to go to Chester Zoo or whatever, wherever you're going, because the bus that you catch from the station is the X1 bus or the number 1. Both of them call at the zoo, and then they proceed on to Liverpool. That's where they go. And you get the same bus from the zoo back to the station again. So they literally run every 10-15 minutes. So it's quite a regular thing. So I was looking at the train times earlier on when to do this, because I'd obviously gone my days off work, which would be Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. So let's say I went on a Tuesday. So I'd get either the 10 past 8 or 10 past 9 train, which would get me into Crewe for on the hour. And then there's a 20 past the hour train to Chester, which gets to Chester 20 minutes to the hour, just about. And then there's a bus just before the hour, so around 5 to 10, 5 to 11, something like that. And then you get to the zoo just after the hour. So, hello to you. So, do I travel in this weather? Well, I've just been to Benidorm last week and it was 35 degrees. So, I do travel, yes. So, anyway. So, it was 35 degrees in Benidorm last week. So, now we're into July. And I'm planning to get over to Chester Zoo. Okay. So, just a minute. Okay. So, please subscribe to the channel at Colsmith25. I'm just getting rid of some of the keyboard warriors on this channel because it's quite annoying. Benidorm was fantastic, thank you. And I have uploaded some videos onto the channel on the playlist. And the live streams are on there as well from when I went to Mundamore and when I went to the zoo at Terra Natura. So please, Billy Kidman, take a look at that. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I'm looking at going to Chester Zoo sometime this month to go and visit the Heart of Africa savannah that's there. It only opened a few months ago. So I do intend to go and visit. I did go in September last year. Yes, I went on a plane because I went with Jet2 from the UK. And then I got a coach with Jet2 over to Benidorm and then the same coming back. So yes, it was a package deal with Jet2. So I've been quite a few times, and I love the series of Benidorm as well. So I stayed near the old town. But as I've said, please look at the series that I've uploaded on my channel so far. I've still got a few more videos to put on. So please leave a comment and let me know what you think. But please subscribe as well at Coresmith25 to the channel, because there are more series coming up. As I've said, I'm going to plan to do Chester Zoo this month. So I'm looking at the rail times and the bus fares. So it's pretty reasonable, and I will obviously book the tickets online. So, and it's a massive zoo as well, because it's one of the largest in the UK. So I'll be doing lots of videos and lots of streams. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Again, I'm getting rid of the keyboard warriors. What do I like about Benidorm? The old town. No, I don't particularly want to, thank you. But anyway, let me have a look a minute. Right, okay. So, yeah, so what do I like about Benidorm? I like the old town, particularly, because it's a lot quieter than down the Levante side, which is more British, the more British side with the pubs and clubs. It's not my scene. So I like the peace and quiet. So going to Tapas Alley and the Dove Park was lovely. As I've said, please look at the series. Don't ask me about it. Just look on the series, because all your questions are answered on there. You can see where I went, what I explored when I was there, and about the weather. So please subscribe to the channel at Coresmith25. So Chester Zoo won't be the only series I'll be doing this month. I will try and get over to the Who Zoo, and try and book the capybara experience as well, which I did do in March, but again the capybaras didn't interact. So, and they have said I can go free of charge to that. So I'm going to arrange to book that as well. Again, it's all dependent on the weather. I will try and get over to Twycross Zoo this month as well, because next month in August my pass will expire. So I do want to use it at least once more. And of course, Peak Wildlife Park will probably happen as well, because the pass expires there next month as well. So I will try and get at least those two zoos visited as well. Who Zoo definitely, Chester Zoo definitely as well, because I intend to go and visit this new African savannah and see parts of the zoo that I didn't really get a chance to see in September, because it was kind of rushed because of the opening times and they closed earlier. So I'd rather get back over there. And it's nice to go on the train because you're not driving, and it's nice to see the scenery from the train. Again, there's loads of places in the UK to visit. I can't really answer that question. I haven't done any YouTube videos in Wales yet. That will probably be on the cards at some point. But I'm more of an abroad person, to be fair, especially when the weather here keeps changing. And you can't plan anything in the UK either. You think, oh, I'd love to do this, and then it absolutely chucks it down with rain. It ruins everything. So, but Wales, I would like to do a series over there. There's places in Wales that I've been to in the past. Wales is lovely if you like mountains. And I've been up Snowdon. I've not physically climbed it, but I've walked up the paths up Snowdon. I'd like to do that again. I'd like to go and visit Llangollen, go on the steam train there that goes to Corwin. I'd like to go to Conway, Llandudno, obviously Snowdonia, Porthmadog. There's lots of places on it, Portmeirion, that would be nice to do a video series there. There's loads of videos I could do in Wales, but again, because I'm drawn to going abroad, I tend to overlook places in Britain, even though I've been to them before. But again, it's an idea for the future, and it's an idea for the channel to expand, because the views have gone up since I've been putting the Benidorm videos on from last week. So again, please subscribe at Coresmith25 if you're not already subscribed. Click the like button, the notification bell, leave a comment on any videos. I do respond to them. Again, keyboard warriors, I do get rid of them, as I've just done on this live stream, because it is very distracting and some of the comments are inappropriate. And I just think, no, you're going to have to go. So I know people can't help themselves, but if you don't like the content, then just simply don't watch it and don't subscribe. That's my answer. Don't ruin it for people that are genuinely interested in what I'm talking about, or regarding travelling, cruising and sightseeing. So again, so like I say, this month, Chester Zoo, I'll try and get that booked in the next week or so, because I do want to go. The Who Zoo as well, I will contact them on email and try and get my day out booked there, get the capybara experience done, and this time hopefully interact with them properly. I will get back to Rob Baston Animal Zone when that opens in the summer holidays. Of course, Peak and Twycross Zoos, they'll get visited. I'll probably do another trip over to Shrewsbury on the train, go and visit Shrewsbury Prison, which I did before. It's nice there. I'd also like to visit the castle, but it's only open on certain days. But again, I can try and get over there and visit the castle in Shrewsbury and other places as well. It's a nice town, old-fashioned town. It's nice to visit it. Again, these are just ideas of places to go. Because my next travel blog now won't be till September, which will be the cruise out in Cyprus on Morella Discovery 2. And that will be a 2-week cruise, visiting the Greek islands, visiting Athens and Turkey, etc. So there will be stacks of footage there, going to the Acropolis, Ephesus and Miletus. They're the trips I'm going to be doing. 2 of them with my brother, which will be Ephesus and Athens. The other one will be on my own. But of course, we'll be visiting other ports as well, such as Rhodes, such as Crete, possibly Santorini, parts of Turkey like Izmir, Kushadasi, Alanya, Marmaris, places around there. We're going to be visiting a lot of places, and there's going to be entertainment on the ship, so that will be videoed as well. I was on the ship in March doing the Repo cruise from Tenerife to Cyprus, so I've been on it before, but this is for a fortnight with my mum and dad and my brother, because my mum and dad's golden anniversary in September, and my dad's been through a lot this last couple of months with hospital visits, and he's not been too well either. So it's nice. It'll be nice for us to all be away and just go and explore and have a good time, really, as a family on a cruise. So that's not going to happen until September. So during July and August, I'll be doing sightseeing blogs. Like I've said, going to the zoos like Chester, particularly the Who Zoo, and other places as well. I may go back to Trenton Monkey Forest. I know that once the school holidays start, it's going to be bedlam on the roads. So I wouldn't want to be travelling too far. But I would like to try and get a trip to Wales in. Even if it's an overnight stay or a couple of nights stay, which I can do, I'd like to do it. Worst places I've visited, can't really name any. Some abroad that I've visited, but in the UK, probably Aberystwyth in Wales. That's a bit of a dump. Blackpool, not been there for years. Too many memories from the past, and we used to go with my grandma. Not that I wouldn't go back to Blackpool, I'm sure I would. I've not done a series there yet. I would definitely do Blackpool Tower and do some video footage up there. Again, that's another option possibly. I've not been to Skegness for a while, I've not been to Scarborough for a while. Again, because I'm more of an abroad person now, I prefer to go on a plane than go in the car on the road. I'd like to do a series over in Ireland. Yes, I do. That's why my channel's called Carl's Travel, Cruise and Sightseeing. So yes, I do travel blogs. So if you subscribe, you can look through my playlist and you'll see the different places I've been and also the cruises. I've been to Dubrovnik in May, so I did that series as well. Been to Croatia, Bosnia, Montenegro several times. So yes, my channel is all about travel, Billy, as well as going to places in the UK like zoos and wildlife parks and going on walks. So, and I also give travel advice, particularly on passports, etc. So I've done videos on that, so check back on that. And also videos on airport security as well, and when to do online check-in, things to book for cruises, how to book trips and things for cruises. So I generally just want to help people out there that like travelling. Loads of people do travel blogs on YouTube, and they all seem to be successful. So again, it all depends what you're interested in. There's people out there that do videos on theme parks, that do videos on train spotting, on plane spotting, on bird watching, on animals. There's channels covering all sorts of subjects: history, ancient history, British history, cars, electric cars, you name it. There's travel blogs out there and blogs for everybody's different tastes. So all you got to do is just look around and just subscribe to what you like. But I specifically like to travel. I class it as a therapy, despite having autistic traits and being autistic and having anxiety. I find it very therapeutic to go abroad and go on travel blogs and go sightseeing and visiting zoos and things, because it just takes your mind off everything that happens in your life, whether it be work or family matters or health issues that happen in the family or to yourself. At the end of the day, it's nice to get out there and go and explore the world, rather than you just watch it virtually, but to actually go and see it for real and do a video on it or a live stream so that people can take an interest and leave comments and also give advice, which is what I do. So again, please subscribe at CarlSmith25. Lots of series coming up in the coming weeks, as I've said. No, I have not been to those places, and I think at the moment it might be a bit dodgy to go to Afghanistan. And India, that's a place I probably might go to one day. I'd love to go to the Philippines, Australia. I'd love to go to Japan. I'd love to go and do America, the Caribbean. There's still parts of Europe I've not seen. I'd like to go and do the Norwegian fjords. There's loads of places I'd like to go. I'd like to go and visit Auschwitz, near Krakow in Poland. I probably have to take a load of tissues because of how upsetting it is, but I'm sure it would be an interesting place to go. Again, there's lots of places I'd like to go. I'm planning a Budapest series for later in the year in Hungary. I'd like to go back to Prague. I'd like to go to Vienna. There are loads of places I still want to go and visit and do series on. Again, it's having the money and it's having to save up and work the hours to get the money. So once I get a bit of money more acquired, I will start planning more series. But for now, continue to like the content that I'm already putting on. There are some series coming up, as I've said several times on this stream. So please subscribe to the channel at CarlSmith25. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys